Canada stands at a historic crossroads, moving beyond the shadow of its southern neighbor. The old certainties are gone, and a new era is dawning for Canada, requiring bold thinking and decisive action. Self-reliance is now a necessity, not just a virtue. Canadian leaders recognize that the old ways are insufficient, and relying heavily on one partner has left us vulnerable. This transformation is about redefining what it means to be Canadian in the 21st century. It's about building a future where Canada is the master of its own destiny. Canadians are beginning to look northward, rediscovering our identity as a northern nation. This is a story of a quiet giant finding its voice, stepping onto the world stage as a leader. The pivot requires courage, vision, and a united national effort. It involves reorienting our economy, modernizing our military, and forging new alliances. The path ahead will not be easy, but the potential rewards are immense. A more secure, prosperous, and independent Canada is within our grasp. This essay will explore this historic shift, examining the reasons behind it, and the ambitious projects turning this vision into reality. It is a journey into the heart of Canada's bold new future. At the heart of this national reawakening is a new government with a clear vision. Prime Minister Mark Carney, elected on a platform of change, is the architect of this new Canadian direction. The Carney Doctrine states that Canada must diversify its partnerships to secure its future. The era of taking the US-Canada relationship for granted is over. This shift represents a fundamental break from decades of Canadian foreign policy. Prime Minister Carney's government has made it clear that Canada will no longer be a passive follower. We will be an active participant in shaping our own destiny. The public has responded positively to this new approach with a growing sense of pride and determination. Canadians understand the need for this change, having witnessed trade disputes and political tensions. Carney's leadership has been crucial in articulating this vision, inspiring national unity. Canada must stand on its own 2 feet and forge its own path in a changing world. The centerpiece of Canada's new foreign policy is the Nordic Arctic Alliance. This strategic partnership unites Canada with Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden. It is a formal commitment to deep cooperation on security, economic development, and technological innovation. The alliance focuses on concrete actions and measurable results, not grand declarations. It establishes a permanent council to coordinate policy and a joint military command for Arctic security. For Canada, the Nordic Arctic Alliance is a game changer, providing a powerful new platform on the world stage. Together, we can pool resources, share expertise, and develop solutions impossible to achieve alone. The alliance amplifies Canada's voice and strengthens our hand in a region of growing global importance. Canada and the Nordic countries share a deep commitment to democracy, human rights, and international law. This shared worldview makes cooperation much easier, with a partnership of conviction. It is a natural alliance of northern democracies determined to secure their future in an uncertain world. Why this dramatic shift now? 2 major global trends threaten Canada's security and prosperity. The first is the changing nature of our relationship with the United States, which has become increasingly protectionist and unpredictable. The America First policies have targeted Canadian industries with tariffs and trade barriers. The political relationship has also become strained, with the reliability of the United States as a security partner in question. The need to develop our own independent defense capabilities and seek out other reliable allies has become urgent. The second major threat comes from the north, with Russia becoming increasingly aggressive in the Arctic. Russia's actions are a direct challenge to Canadian sovereignty and security in the north. The Arctic is no longer a pristine and peaceful wilderness. It has become a new front in a global power competition. Canada cannot face this challenge alone, and needs strong partners to maintain a stable and rules-based order in the region. These twin threats have forced us to confront uncomfortable truths about our place in the world. The Carney government recognized this reality and acted decisively. The pivot to the north and the creation of the Nordic Arctic Alliance are necessary responses to a clear and present danger. Faced with these challenges, Canada looked for new partners, choosing the Nordic countries strategically. First and foremost is our shared geography, as Arctic nations with similar environments and challenges. This shared experience creates a natural bond and deep understanding. Beyond geography, we share a profound commitment to democratic values. All members of the Nordic Arctic Alliance are stable, prosperous democracies. Our shared values provide a solid ethical foundation for the alliance, making it a partnership of principle. We also face the same security concerns with the Nordic countries on the front lines of Russian assertiveness. By joining forces, we can share intelligence, coordinate defense strategies, and present a united front. Our combined strength sends a clear message that the North is defended by a coalition of determined democracies. Finally, our economies are complementary, with the Nordic nations leading in areas where Canada wants to grow. By partnering with them, Canada can learn from their experience and accelerate its own economic transformation. The Nordic Arctic Alliance is moving quickly from concept to reality, built on three main pillars: defense, technology, and trade. In defense, the creation of a joint Arctic command coordinates the naval, air, and land forces of all member states. A key initiative is the joint procurement of new military hardware, such as advanced icebreakers and long-range drones. In technology, the Northern Innovation Fund supports joint research and development projects in key strategic sectors. One major focus is on green technology, with Canadian and Nordic companies collaborating on renewable energy solutions. Another priority is digital infrastructure, funding new secure fiber optic cables across the Arctic. Trade and economic cooperation form the third pillar, with a free trade zone among members. This economic integration creates new jobs and opportunities across the entire northern region. These projects are ambitious, but already delivering results, with joint military exercises and growing trade. Canada's bold pivot to the north is sparking a national renaissance, fostering a powerful sense of unity. The focus on the Arctic has brought renewed attention to the needs of northern communities, particularly Indigenous peoples. The alliance is about building a more inclusive and equitable country from the inside out. The economic benefits are clear, with investments creating thousands of high-quality jobs. New research centers are emerging, and small businesses are finding new markets in the Nordic countries. This is the foundation for long-term sustainable economic growth. Canada is moving away from its old reliance on resource extraction, building a modern, innovative economy. Strong leadership has been essential, with Prime Minister Carney's government building a national consensus. This political unity sends a powerful message to the world. Canada is united and determined in its new course. In conclusion, Canada is writing a new chapter in its history, taking a leading role in the northern world. The Nordic Arctic Alliance is the cornerstone of this new strategy, providing a framework for security and prosperity. By embracing our northern identity, we are building a more secure, independent, and prosperous future. Canada is becoming the architect, leader, and guardian of the North. The true North is rising, strong, and free.